Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be really fun today to sit down, just do a chatty little video and talk about the upcoming holidays and how we're all going to be smarter with our money this holiday season, and we're not going to overspend like we all did last year, okay? That's the goal. If you are new here, my name is Alyssa. I make videos all about budgeting and debt payoff, net worth updates, all those things. So if that is interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss my entire journey, because I started with $106,000 of debt in January of 2025. We've officially paid off $30,000 of debt so far this year, and we're going to keep going. So you don't want to miss this entire journey. I posted a poll and I asked you guys if you were more interested in what I spend in a week videos every single week, or if you wanted some chatty ones mixed in between. So thank you so much for those of you that responded to the poll. And this is why we are here today doing a chatty video in our old stomping grounds. If you have been here for a while, you know I used to film in this spot with my dog in the picture, and we are coming back to it for these chatty videos. So that is the plan moving forward. I will always sit here for my chatty, just sit down, enjoy some friendship, and have a conversation. Speaking of just sitting down, having a conversation with a friend, the reason why I want to make these videos about budgeting, debt payoff, and especially this one here, where we're going to talk about overspending during the holidays, is because I feel like people do not talk about finances enough in the world. I understand that it is a sensitive topic and that people are maybe ashamed of their financial situation, or people do really well for themselves and they don't necessarily want to brag to others by talking about it. I just don't think that people are talking about finances enough in the real world, and I think it would help a lot if people did talk about it more. Number one, at this point, we are in so much credit card debt as a country that it would be helpful for others to also, I don't want to say the word like commiserate, but like to resonate with others that are in credit card debt, or to resonate with others that make the same amount that they do in a year, see how they're spending their money. So all of that is the reason as to why I decided to move forward with making a YouTube channel, to just kind of chat with you guys and actually be the person that talks about finances. I talk about it to my coworkers. I talk about it to obviously my husband. My family knows about my financial situation. I am an open book when it comes to it. But I understand that some people don't always want to be an open book. So I hope that coming here, watching my channel helps you to feel a little more comfortable, at least just kind of getting to hear my story. And that way you're at least hearing a financial situation of one person, and not that you're just going into the dark, not knowing what people's finances look like. So that is why I'm here today to talk about holiday spending and why I think it is so important that we dial back when it comes to the holidays. Number one, first and foremost, I think that it is absolutely okay to tell other people in your life that you are on a budgeting journey, or even if you don't want to tell them you're on a budgeting journey, just tell them, hey, I'm not interested in doing gifts this year, so I'm not going to buy anything for you, and I do not expect anything in return from you. So it is up to them at that point if they still want to get you a gift. But if you are truly trying to cut back and get on a budgeting journey, then I think it is absolutely okay to just say, hey, I'm just going to take this season off and I'm not going to buy gifts for everyone. At least the adults in your life, we are all adults here, so we should be able to reasonably be okay if someone else doesn't get us a gift. And so I would hope that someone else would be okay if you are saying, hey, I don't want you to get me anything because I'm not going to get you anything. You don't necessarily have to be open about your finances to people if you don't want to. That's absolutely your decision. But I do think you need to be open in a sense where if you are actually struggling and you are going to have to put your holidays on a credit card this year, then I think you can tell the adults in your life that, hey, I'm not getting you a gift. Like, it's just not going to happen this year, and I'm very sorry that I'm not going to be able to, but we'll get you next year, or in a couple years. You can take a couple years off from a holiday, and you might be surprised at how many people will feel relieved that the gift giving is off the table when it comes to you and them. And then two, if we're talking about children and getting children gifts, Kids are so easy to please. Honestly, I have a 3-year-old. He's like the easiest person to please when it comes to gifts. I will take him to a store and I'll be like, you can pick out any gift that you want, or like any toy that you want from this section, and he'll literally pick like the cheapest Hot Wheels toy and he thinks it's the coolest thing. So I think with kids, you can definitely make it cheap for them if you need to. I'm not saying that you need to like purposefully cheap out on Christmas, but like sometimes if you need to cut back, you got to cut back and you got to do what you got to do. And if you haven't budgeted yet for a specific amount to buy gifts for people or your children or other kids that are in your lives, like if you're an aunt or anything or an uncle, if you have not budgeted and set that money aside, do not stress yourself out by trying to buy expensive things for kids that are in your life. Go ahead and just do what you can for this year. I just want you to be more mindful about what you are spending when it comes to gifts and not put yourself in a situation that you just feel obligated to do something, and so you're putting it on debt, or it's tightening your budget even more, like you just can't afford it. Or maybe you have saved for it and you've saved $200 for Christmas. Just stay within $200. Like you don't have to go over that, and just make do with the amount that you have, because the holidays come every year. You can do better next year if you need to. And if gift giving is something that you are like, no, I absolutely need to do it, even if you don't have a lot of money and maybe you still need to get an adult in your life a gift, then there's a couple ways that you can do it that you can be a little bit more mindful. Number one is you can look at thrifting. So thrift stores have stuff for cheaper. I know like we have a Goodwill around here and we have a couple like secondhand stores. So you can absolutely check out gift giving from a thrift store. You can also make something. So if you are creative or you know how to do crafting or anything like that, you can absolutely make a gift for someone in your life. The thing I want to say about either thrifting or making something, or even if you are re-gifting something, is just make sure that you are paying attention to who that person is, what they're interested in, what might go with their home. Don't just find something around your house or find something at the thrift store that is just cheap or free and that you just are like, oh, I just want to get rid of this, or oh, it's at least like the cheapest thing. Like just make sure that you are making it specific to them and getting something that they need or something you know that they're going to like. Don't just pick something up because it's cheap and you just want to give them something random. I think you do need to have some thoughtfulness behind the gift that you are either re-gifting to them or thrifting for them. But I definitely think that is 100% a way that you could go forward with giving gifts this year. I think it's so cool when people will use their skills to make something for someone else, and it's so thoughtful. Like someone will be like, oh, I noticed that you didn't have a place to like put your jewelry, so I made you a little jewelry dish out of like clay and that. I think that is so cute and it's so sweet and so thoughtful, and I just think that's so much more meaningful because that's something that someone can actually use. Or like if you make little magnets out of the like air dry clay that goes along with the decor in their kitchen or something, I just think that absolutely hits the mark. And it's a way that you can do gifts cheaply without having to break the bank and go overboard. Number 3 is when it comes to decor, you do not have to buy all new decor every single year to go along with the trends or what you think you need your house to look like, because it's okay. Like, it's okay if you are using the decor from last year that you already have. It's okay if you don't have a ton of decor and you're just kind of making do with what you have. Like for me, I just have a couple pumpkins in that for Thanksgiving. And I was like, okay, well, I don't really have much else. So I'm just going to put those out, and that it is what it is this year, because it's just not that important to me right now. What is important to me is paying off my debt and not decorating my house. Also, I'm really sorry about the lighting. It is very windy outside and it is very cloudy, and so the sun keeps going behind the clouds and coming out. Anyways, but in my opinion, financial stability is far more important than what you are decorating your house with at this current moment in time. And like I said, a debt payoff journey is a temporary situation if you are really buckling down and getting it done, and you can go a couple years without buying new decor or something. On the other hand, if you do want to buy decor or you budgeted in some money for decor, I think it is absolutely okay to just get a couple things and not have to redecorate your entire space all over again every single year. For example, this year, the Ralph Lauren Christmas is trending and everyone is all about it. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful, right? But I'm not going to go out and spend money buying all of that stuff. Sorry, my camera died. Okay, anyways, what I was saying is that if I really think that the Ralph Lauren trend is absolutely adorable, I think it's quite expensive, but I do think it's cute and I think it's okay to spend your money on things that you enjoy. I just think that we need to be a little bit smarter about how we're spending our money. We are not in competition with each other about who's smarter at spending than who else. Like, this isn't a competition. This is just making sure you have enough money to buy things that you enjoy in life, and maybe some things that I enjoy you do not enjoy, or things you enjoy I might not enjoy. So that is just something to keep in mind, that we are not judging each other for how we're spending our money. We just want to make sure that we are having some savings, putting some money in investments, and not putting our money on credit cards or debt. And if we are, we're paying it off every month. The point here is that we just have the money to do what we want with it. And that way we are not overspending or getting ourselves back into more debt or anything like that. This year, I'm going to show you guys my Christmas ornaments that I picked out this year. But first, I just think it's important to note that what you are decorating your home with is completely personal to you. You shouldn't have to follow trends or anything like that. You should just do what works best for your home and your family. And I said in my What I'm Not Spending in the Winter video that last year we made the little link with the paper, like where you put the paper together and make a little link out of it. We just draped that throughout our house and like on our Christmas tree and stuff. And it was so fun and it was absolutely adorable. And I think that you can just do little things like that to save some money to fill in the gaps as you are slowly gathering things. I know that initially our homes can seem more desolate because we don't have as many Christmas decor pieces, but just filling in the gaps here and there with little cheap things like that is what will absolutely help you to kind of get through that slump feeling of like, oh, I don't have my entire house decorated. I think we forget that our parents and our grandparents had years of collecting things, and that is why their homes look so full and beautiful. It is not because they went out and they bought all of that stuff one year and then they kept it. It is more so that they have gathered it little by little over the years. So just make do with what you can, buy a couple things here and there. It's okay to participate in trends. Just make sure that the trends you aren't chasing one after another every single year. For example, I wanted to participate in the Ralph Lauren trend just a little bit this year because I do think it's absolutely adorable, but we need to be smarter about the way that we are doing it. So what I chose to do is I bought one ornament from Ralph Lauren. It was expensive, okay? This is not like I said, I am not always smart with my money, maybe in terms of what you think. Maybe you're not always smart with your money in every aspect either, but I think it's more just the things that bring us joy, and we just need to take piecemeals of little things and not buy out the whole trend, if that makes sense. So I bought this little ornament and I like it because on the back of it says 2025. So I know that Ralph Lauren was trending in 2025, and now I have this one ornament that can go along on my tree, and I have a little thing, a keepsake for the year, and I don't feel like I've overdone it by any means. So if you want to spend your money on little joys like that, you absolutely can. I gave myself a budget for some ornaments this year, and I chose to spend it on that. And then the other ornament that I got is, if you guys saw my What I Spent on Vacation video, you know that we got a flat tire in the middle of the night and our son was with us, and it was quite the ordeal. So this is the other ornament that I got for this year. So it is a little Santa who is fixing a tire. And I just think it's so fun to get this stuff and just something that is very personalized to your family. So obviously I got one that went with the trend for this year and one that was personal to our family, and that's it. I have also, like I said, I am not the person who buys the cheapest thing. I am the person who buys expensive things, but just one or two of them, and I don't overdo it. So when my son was born, he was born in 2022, I got the Swarovski ornament for 2022 back then, so that I have his year in the Swarovski crystal snowflake. So I thought that was really cute and fun, and it's just something that is really meaningful, and I just think that is the joy of Christmas. This stuff right here brings me so much joy, as much as having a full house would, because I know that someday I can see the vision that I'm going to have all of these little stories that I get to tell, or that I get to remember every time I put my ornaments on my tree every year. And so I absolutely love that. And you can do Christmas in little bits and pieces. You don't have to do it all at once, all big. It's okay. And if you don't even buy a single ornament this year, or a single piece of decor, or a single present, that's okay too. Like, if you just need to take a beat and take a moment for this year or even next year and just solely focus on your debt payoff journey, then that is absolutely okay to do. I don't want anyone to feel guilty or like they're not doing enough because they're not focusing on other things and they're solely focusing on budgeting and debt payoff. Like, that's okay to do. Guys, the sun going behind all of these clouds is driving me insane, and I know that this is going to be a nightmare to film or to edit when I'm doing that. So anyways, okay, also let's talk about hosting for the holidays. If you are hosting for the holidays, maybe Christmas is coming up and your family has decided that it's going to be at your house, 100% you need to be making sure that other people are bringing food to your house, especially if you're on a budget and you're trying to stay within a certain amount. Food is expensive right now at the grocery store, so you just need to pool in, ask your family to bring things, ask your friends to bring things. That way it is not solely reliant on you to pay for everything and host it and clean up and all of this stuff. So just make sure that you are using other people as resources, because it shouldn't all fall on you. And I don't want people to just kind of go through quietly through the holidays and just be like, this sucks. Like, it's all falling on me. And then at the end of it, you're left with having overspent. It shouldn't be about being stressed about money for the holidays. It shouldn't be about being stressed about your time. It should be about just enjoying your family. And don't just quietly go through the holidays getting yourself into more financial trouble just because, oh, this is just what everyone does. This is just what I'm supposed to do. I want to make sure I get people a good gift. Like, I can appreciate the fact that you might want to get someone a present and you want to make sure that you are showing some appreciation to them, but you can show appreciation in other ways. Even if it's like, hey, I will come over and I will help you clean out a closet, or I will donate my time to help you maybe detail your car or something like that. You can gift skills and experiences to them that you are able to provide and help them with something. It does not have to be something that you are spending money on to give them. I think your time is very valuable, and I think you are worth something. Your time is worth something. So if you choose to just gift someone your time, then that is absolutely okay. Long story short, I just want you to go through the holidays with a smarter mindset about your finances, making sure you're not overspending on things. Speak up if you cannot afford something, or if you can't get someone a gift, just speak up. We're all adults. If someone cannot understand the fact that you are on a budget and will not be able to get them a gift, or if someone can't understand the fact that your gifts are going to be regifted or thrifted items and they're going to judge you for that, then maybe it's a good idea that you didn't spend a lot of money on them anyways, because they don't sound like they're a very kind person. That's just my overall opinion on that. If someone is judging you, oh, it's trash day and my dog goes crazy for trash day. Feel better about not spending money on people or cutting back this winter. It is okay to not get someone a gift. It's okay to thrift a gift. It's okay to re-gift something as long as you're being thoughtful about it. And it is absolutely okay to just do nothing this holiday. If you don't want to get anyone anything and you just want to stop, just focus on yourself and your debt payoff journey, that is 100% okay too. I hope this video gave you some motivation or at least helped you feel a little bit better about the upcoming holidays. And if you're someone who is thinking about telling others that you don't want to do gifts this year, I say do it. I say just go and tell them, hey, this year I'm trying to cut back. I don't want to get you a gift, and it has nothing to do with my love for you, but I also don't want you to get me anything because right now I just need to focus on getting myself out of a financial situation that I got myself into. And I absolutely hope that they are okay with that because they should be. They should want better for you, and it's not about giving each other monetary items. It should be about enjoying each other's company and just being happy with our life and our friends and our family and all of that. So I'm going to end on this note. I will see you guys on Sunday for my November closeout video. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're watching this on Thanksgiving, and because that is when it's getting posted. And that is all I have. I will see you in my next video.